This is how you use karma to your advantage in miraculous ways. The first step really is understanding what karma actually is. Because karma is real. It's just really not what you think it is or want it to be. Nearly all religion and all spirituality contains the concept of karma. Here's the problem is that the spiritual truth that is karma has been exploited by leadership for centuries to scare people into compliance. And so now a good chunk of the world thinks karma is something that it absolutely is not. Most people think karma is justice or punishment, and it's not, obviously. And you may really be holding on to the false belief that karma is justice or punishment. And to that, I say, we believe for three reasons. We believe what we want to, we believe what we need to, and we believe what resonates with us. In order to release any false or limiting belief that is holding us back in our life, and believe me when I say you believing that karma is justice or punishment is holding you back in your life, we have to be willing to ask ourselves, why do I want to believe this? Why do I need to believe it? And then you can uproot and release the false belief that you've been programmed to believe, which is important because no matter how hard you believe that justice and punishment are equitable to karma, it is never going to be true, and you will never be able to use karma to your advantage in miraculous ways. And you'll also likely live your entire life in conflict because what you believe will be in direct opposition to reality, and it's going to make you crazy, which highlights the main problem with false spiritual and religious information. It creates an inordinate amount of internal and external conflict. And that conflict can range from inner conflict within an individual and external conflict as big as war. Plenty of senseless wars have been fought in the name of spirituality and religion. And gee whiz, there's some being fought now for the love of Pete. So here's what karma actually is. Karma is just cause and effect, not moral causation. And it is unique in that it is a spiritual law that exists in the physical and the non physical world. So, the land of the living and the land of the dead. Karma exists in both places, and it is quite simply just cause and effect. And it works like gravity. No one's in charge of it. It just works all the time, no matter what. Cause and effect, always in play. And so we have this huge chunk of the world that is holding on to this false limiting belief that karma is justice and punishment, when in reality, karma is more like planting seeds. Now, every time you plant a seed, is it going to sprout? No. But that doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. If you are consistently creating the causes for the effects you want to see in a positive way, you will inevitably get what you want. Also, like attracts like, the law of attraction. This is also a spiritual law that exists in the physical, non physical land of the living and land of the dead. And it is also working all the time, like gravity. Nobody is in charge of it. Nobody is in charge of anything. Nobody is in charge. Realistically, physical law and spiritual law, these are laws that are in charge. And it is a huge part of our purpose to enjoy our life by using these physical laws to our advantage. The purpose of your life is joy and love. By the way, if you're attracting jerks, it's not necessarily because you're a jerk. It may be that you're both obsessed with the same band and the same foods, and you had a very similar upbringing, and that is the energy that attracted you to one another. That is a very important thing to remember because karma and like attracts like are not replacements for boundaries because karma isn't punishment or justice. And like attracts like works on a very complex scale. You can be an amazing person and attract a total jerk. And it's not because you've done anything wrong. Please remember I have a free boundaries workshop on my website. Thank you. So, essentially, how you use the law of attraction, like attracts like, and karma to your benefit in miraculous ways is by first creating the energy within you. Imagine the energy within you once you have what you want. Create the energy you will feel when you have people that are there to help you get what you want. And then you use karma and take action. Essentially, how you do that is you see the effect that you want, and you take deep breaths and you clear your mind. You get into a really calm state of being and say, what can I do to cause this effect? And as long as you do not give up and you keep doing these things, it is inevitable that you will get what you want. Sometimes in miraculous ways. I have seen it. And how we release the false belief that karma is justice and punishment is step one: open your eyes. If that was true, it would be obvious, and it is obviously not true. Step two: find any stories or any negative emotions surrounding the concept of karma being punishment or judgment and release them, and instead think about what you want to bring about. And affirm, remind yourself every single day: karma is cause and effect, and I can use it to my advantage in miraculous ways, and so I shall. Have a good day.